Okay, so right here in the field, we're gonna do our top 10 poses that I use when I pose my couples. These are just some of my personal favorites. You don't have to use them. They're not like the best, but they're just the ones that I love that match my style, match my vibe, and they deal with depth, emotion, and movement. So my first and favorite pose is the walk. With the walk, there are many variations of the walk, and we're gonna do them all right now with Tanner and Shay. But the very first one is just very simple. They just hold hands and they walk towards me. What I'll instruct them to do is just hold hands, and I'll have Tanner be kind of leading Shay by like maybe a foot, and as they walk, I'll instruct them to maybe look back at her, laugh at her, smile at her, just be infatuated. And then Shay, your job is to kind of look down every few steps or look up at Tanner every few steps, just giggly and obsessed. And I'll do that same shot from 3 different angles. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, and we're walking. It's nice and slow. Got that beautiful backdrop behind them. And they'll have them stop and do a little kiss maybe. Oh, here we go. Should be illegal, but it's not. So now I'm doing the exact same thing, but tighter. That was more of a wide shot. I'm gonna do a tighter shot of Tanner, of Shay, and I can usually split this into one take. Some videographers might say, oh, I'll do it 3 times. Once wide, once for the groom, once for the bride. No, do it twice, once wide, once tight, and just move. Be quick, be on your feet, like that. Here we go. Shay, fix her a little bit, yep, and walking nice and slow. So here we have the bride laughing, and then I'm gonna cut to the groom. All right, we're good. Okay, now the next variation of the walk, the drunk walk. So they'll be holding hands. Every few steps, you're gonna kind of be bumping into each other. So you're bumping and laughing and chatting about, you know, married life, I guess. All right, so as you're walking and you're bumping into each other, being all drunk, a little tipsy, boom. See how I'm squatting like a pro? Yep, got it. Variation of the walk, I call it the cold walk. They act like they're cold, which kind of cozies up into them like this. So you're gonna hold a strong bicep. Tanner, you're gonna put your, boom, keep your other hand out, and you guys just be walking towards me super close, and make sure you're watching where you step, don't fall. And you guys are walking nice and cozy, cold, looking at each other. Oh, I love it. Christian Bale and his bride. Got it. Okay, let's move on. Okay, the next one is the run or the jog, whatever you want to call it. And for this one, guys, make sure you ask the bride if she's cool with running. Shay's in flats, and so it's easier to run, but when you have some brides in like tall heels or bad shoes, don't expect them to want to run. Or sometimes in those really tight mermaid dresses and their legs can only do this, don't expect them to run. 2 real variations I do of this, running straight at me and running away from me. I do it from kind of like side to side or front on, head on, maybe towards the sun, but for this shot, I love this backdrop more than I love the sun being behind them. Tanner, if you want to drop the bouquet just behind you, hold hands and run towards me, looking down, Shay, or at each other, laughing. We'll do this a few times, so maybe like a light jog, not like too fast, just like last time. Run kind of like to this bush, that line. And 3, 2, 1, and running. Oh, it has been too long. And pause, nailed it. Okay, you're gonna have you run back to the flowers. When I say go, you guys are models. Okay, and this is a cool shot too because Shay's hair is out and loosey-goosey, so we can get some good movement of her hair, of her hair blowing in the wind. She knows. 2, 1, and running. Got it, nailed it. So I want that sun behind him now. Okay, the next pose is the twirl. This is a favorite of mine. Lots of movement, lots of movement. So one of the best ways to do the twirl is to have the bride hold it with her outside hand, with her inside hand hold the groom's hand, and then twirl into the groom. And then when she's done twirling, instruct her to drop it on like kind of the gravitational pull, if you will. And then it kind of just like goes flying, and it's pretty, and they'll kiss, make out, and yeah, so one twirl and then passion, the kiss. You know. 3, 2, 1, and twirling. And let go. Oh my gosh. Okay, this next one's called the wraparound. This is a great way to create depth on a very beautiful up close facial shot. So I'm gonna have Shay have the bride do, is wrap her arms around Tanner's neck with her bouquet into her hand, and then I'll use the bouquet as depth to her face, as foreground to her face, excuse me. And then I'll focus on her eyes, on her smile, on her collarbones, on her chin, just kind of the details of the face, and then I'll do the same thing on Tanner's side. And with this too, I'll have them just do soft kisses, do some soft smiling, and also I'll tell them how to maybe play nosies. What do you call that? Nose to nose, nosies? Eskimo kisses. We'll do that, you know, just have some fun. The goal here is to make them just kind of be natural and comfortable and just kind of be cozy. And then Shay, other hand with the bouquet. Boom. Also for this, it's important to have the bride's nose on the closest side of the camera. Yeah, it's the groom's day too, but it's the bride that you want to make look the best. She's way prettier. Well, in this case, it's close. But typically the bride's way prettier than the groom. Okay, so you guys just kind of get a little closer. And then Tanner, I want you to be whispering into her right ear some sweet nothings. And Shay, I want you to laugh kind of upward. Yeah, there we go, like that. Yep. So see, I'm using these flowers as foreground. And Shay, I want you to put this arm right here on that strong shoulder. Yeah. Okay, keep on laughing. Yes, let's do like soft kisses again, guys. So this is a detail shot. I'm just kind of showing off her necklace there, her collarbones, the shadows, and then her smile. Got it. Okay, I'm gonna get the groom side. Same thing, you guys. And so for this one, it's kind of like forehead to forehead. And just big laughs, big smiles, big jokes. Oh, the old ball and chain. There we go. And then Shay, put your both arms around his neck this time. Yeah, like that. Boom. Passion. Yes, queen. So that was that. This is called the cozy. This is number 5. This one is just more like being still. It's not about movement, it's not about emotion. It's about just capturing the scenery and the outfits, the wedding getup, just them as people in love, and just being still. So I'm gonna have Tanner stand there and kind of shake, kind of nestle up into him, and just kind of rest her head on his chest. Some couples, you can't do that. Sometimes the bride's taller than the groom, or they're close, you know? And so this is obviously case by case, but I'll show you how gorgeous this looks, and I'm gonna do a few variations of this same pose. So this first one's called the cozy. And then Shay, look at me. Okay, Tanner, look into your right again, my man. Go. And Shay, chin up a little bit. And looking at me, Shay. Cute. Shay looking at Tanner. Yo, handsome Christian Bale. Yo, Batman. Batman, look at her. Yeah, there we go. Does he not look just like him? Okay, now we're gonna do another alteration of the cozy. So we'll put the flowers down for this. So for this one, just get belly to belly, and then you're gonna act like you're cold, Shay, so you can kind of put your hands up on his chest like that. Naturals. Sometimes you just have these natural models and they just kind of get it. Sometimes it takes a lot more direction. But yeah, just kind of hands on his chest, and then Tanner, okay, let's just do that, man. And Tanner, I want you kind of looking towards past Nate. Yeah, like that, just cozy. And Tanner, give a soft smile as you're looking that way. Maybe not, you look like you're smirking or something. There we go. Cute. The next one. Oh, this is my favorite one, the Stoic. This is number 6, the Stoic. This is my favorite shot ever. I don't know why. It's same, kind of like the cozy. It's more about the scenery and them than it is about movement and depth. So I'm gonna have, holding your bouquet. So I'm gonna have them just stand here, maybe separate by like a foot. They're gonna hold hands and they're gonna look opposite directions. And I'm literally just gonna film them static. I'm not gonna film movement. I'm not gonna push in or pull out. I'm just gonna film the scene happening with a little bit of shake. So it's obviously a video, not a picture. And we'll do 2 variations of this to kind of give you guys an idea. I might get super wide. Okay guys, just hold it right there. So I'm just resting my glide cam on my leg here and filming them do nothing. And then guys, when I say go, just look at each other and then smile. And look at each other. Cute. Love that shot. And then guys, for this next same thing, just fill in the gap, so come together, and then kind of turn into each other just a little bit, just barely, and then close the gap more. Shay, put your feet a little bit closer to him, and then look opposite ways again. Boom. What? So another variation, I'm gonna push in for this one, is they're close. I don't like it as much though. Cute. Okay, now guys, I want you to separate. This is gonna be a mixture of the walk and the stoic. So guys, drop hands, separate by like 2 more feet. You're gonna walk towards me, kind of come together and grab hands as you're walking. All right guys, and we're walking and meeting up, holding hands. Oh, got it. Number 7 is called Sweet Nothings. This is when you want the bride and the groom to just kind of be each other. And I'll have the groom whisper sweet nothings into his bride's ear, whatever he wants to say, just to kind of get this natural, almost humorous reaction out of the bride, because you want to show off her smile and so forth. And there's 3 variations I like to do with this one. First one is have you guys arms around each other's waists. Yeah, hands on her waist. Let's see where I want you. Yeah, like that. And so I'm gonna have Tanner burrow into her ear again, like he did before. This one? Yeah. And then she's gonna kind of look up. Maybe I'll turn a little bit this way, guys. So facing this, boom. And when you're laughing, you're kind of laughing up more, yeah. Get those eyes glistening again. And then Tanner, you can just whisper, you know, yeah. You know, you know, and go. And this one's a focus on the bride and her eyes and her laugh. Cute, cute. I love that. For this one, I'm gonna incorporate movement and the sweet nothings. So actually, Tam, I'm gonna start 3 feet back, and you can kind of walk up behind her and just grab her and kind of put your head right here and start whispering and kind of kissing her neck and her cheek right here. Just attack her with kisses. And then you're just gonna grab his arms and grab him around your waist, and you guys are just like laughing into each other. 1, 2, 3. There we go. There we go. So you're just attacking her with kisses, and look how cute it looks. Just gets a natural reaction. They're kind of swaying, got some movement, got some depth. Gorgeous. So the last variation of the sweet nothings is they're gonna be cuddling, sitting down. Again, ask your bride if she's cool with it. Having Tanner spread his legs, she's kind of sitting up between them. And her flowers, you put your flowers maybe down on that side. She's kind of, yeah, boom. And she's kind of nestled up into him, and he's just kind of holding her. They're just kind of cuddling. It's not really a pose, it's more of just a cozy cuddle, you know? Same thing, he's gonna be whispering sweet nothings into her ear. We're gonna give him a few angles. Some more laughing, cozy. Got it. Boom. So number 8 is called the Gosling, and I got it from Ryan Gosling, who's famous for picking the girl up from under the butt and making out in like The Notebook, Crazy Stupid Love, Blade Runner. There's a few. I'm gonna have Tanner pick Shay up from under the butt and just kind of sway back and forth. You can have them do circles, but in my experience, sometimes they'll trip and fall, or they're just not coordinated. We'll try it. We'll just do this way. And when they're swaying, because the bride's looking down, it's important to tell her to avoid the double chin. Yeah, so always have the bride, when she's looking down, kind of hold her hair, and then laugh kind of like by stretching her back and arching her back like this. So she's laughing, she's kind of like laughing backwards, and he's kind of like doing this with her. It's really cute. All right, 3, 2, 1, and the Gosling. Oh, and then kind of sway back and forth, yeah, and laughing, laughing, kissing. Can we? We can. Same exact thing, close up. Hold your hair with your left hand. We're good, go for it. Boom, and laughing, laughing, swaying. I'm trying to get low. Okay, that's the Gosling. Next up, number 9 is the veil. Now, Shay didn't have a veil, so we weren't able to show you what the veil shots look like with them, but I'll show you some of my other couples in the past of when I used this pose to create a beautiful image. So my first variation is when I have the bride and the groom get belly to belly, and then I'll have a friend or the photographer hold the veil slightly in front of the camera to create depth. I'll instruct the person holding the veil to kind of move it back and forth slowly, or hopefully let the wind catch it. And while they're doing that, I'll instruct the couple to be stoic, or calm, or even laugh or kiss, and get a huge variety of emotions with this pose. And it's gorgeous. Another shot with the veil I love is when I drape the veil over their heads and go under it with them. I capture tight details of their smiles, their collarbones, their eyes, their kisses, and it kind of creates this dreamy, cloud-like romance. Really pretty. And my last variation is having a friend or photographer toss the veil in the air, and I'll film it as it descends. I'll have the couple kissing, dip kissing, or being stoic. And this personally, this variation is my absolute favorite. Let me show you some of the results. And number 10 is a new favorite that I haven't done a whole lot, but I've watched and seen a lot of other videographers do, and I've just fallen in love with it. Wedding videos, there's music playing in the video, and it's sometimes just slow and dreamy, could be fast and fun. Most of my style videos are slow and dreamy. And so it just kind of clicked to me, why not get a shot of the couple just slow dancing in the middle of nature? Just, you know, it's kind of like an intimate pose. It's sweet, it's romantic, and they're just slow dancing, kind of swaying with each other, holding each other in the middle of the mountains here. How do you guys slow dance? If I just said like slow dance, what's your pose? Love it. Natural. Yeah, just do that, you guys. Where do we go wrong? Okay, just sway. Okay, now guys, let's try another variation. I want you to drape your train over your arm and then hold hands. Or hold one hand, but just kind of cozy. And then for this one, actually do like 360 turns. Just keep turning. So you want to turn the opposite way of the way they're spinning. Or else you'll just be chasing them the whole time. I'm gonna get some close shots.
Give them some music to dance to.
I love this. I'm feeling this. Guys, that was so gorgeous. Okay, so those are the top 10 poses that I use for my couples. There's obviously a few more and variations of those 10, but honestly, rarely do I use any others than those 10 that we just showed you. I'll show you the final video of where we did all those 10 in variations, different locations, different places to create a gorgeous, stunning bridal video. You guys want to do the punch with me? If you have any further questions, please let us know. I hated it, but we'll cut.